The Formula One paddock is officially in chaos. Red Bull is spiraling as engineering mastermind Gianpiero Lambiase becomes the latest high-profile departure heading to McLaren, sparking a massive internal brain drain. Pundits are sounding the alarm that the team needs a seismic, big name signing immediately to stop this culture of mass exit and keep their competitive edge from disappearing for good.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Meanwhile, the crisis at Aston Martin deepens as their AMR26 struggles to find any performance on track. While Honda is taking the heat for power unit reliability, team boss Mike Crack and technical legend Adrian Newey are facing the hard reality that the chassis itself is fundamentally flawed and miles off the pace. With Fernando Alonso hinting that no miracles are coming before the summer break, the team faces a long road to bridge their massive deficit. We are also keeping a close eye on the mysterious technical reports emerging from Park Firm regarding a potential ghost in the machine. As teams hunt for every millisecond in this demanding 2026 regulation era, whispers about hidden gremlins and data anomalies are circulating behind the scenes. Stay tuned as we dig into what could be affecting the integrity of these next-generation cars. Finally, the track action never stops as Kimi Antonelli, George Russell, Lando Norris, and Oscar Piastri have all been putting in the work at the Nürburgring for a critical Pirelli tire test. Simultaneously, Franco Colapinto took the Alpine A526 to Silverstone to push the limits during a promotional filming day. The grid is working overtime to gain an advantage, so make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay locked in for every update. Is the sun setting on the Red Bull dynasty? We are witnessing a massive exodus from Milton Keynes, and it has everyone in the paddock asking the same question. Can they stop the bleeding? The recent announcement that Gianpiero Lambiase, the legendary voice in Max Verstappen's ear, is jumping ship to McLaren in 2028 feels like the final straw in a long line of seismic departures. We've watched Rob Marshall, Will Courtenay, Jonathan Wheatley, and even the genius Adrian Newey walk out the door, not to mention the fallout involving Christian Horner and Helmut Marko. It is a full-blown brain drain, and frankly, it is changing the very fabric of the team. As Karan Chandhok pointed out on the F1 show, this isn't just about losing individual talent, it is about the cultural shift. When key figures like GP leave, they do not just take their expertise, they take their influence, often convincing other top-tier engineers to follow them to new pastures. That is the real danger for Red Bull. Right now, they are sitting sixth in the Constructors' Championship, grappling with a tricky car and the massive challenge of producing their own engines. Chandhok believes they need a big-name signing, a heavy hitter from a rival team like Mercedes, not just for the raw skill, but to act as a beacon that pulls other elite talent back to their camp. It is a high-stakes game of musical chairs, and Red Bull currently finds themselves without a seat. Can they regain that allure, or is this the new reality for a team that once seemed invincible? Let us know what you think in the comments. Could a major hire actually turn this around, or is the era of Red Bull dominance officially over? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for all our coverage of the Miami Grand Prix, coming your way live on May 1st. Formula One is a game of fine margins, but right now, Aston Martin is playing on an entirely different field. We all know the headlines. Honda's new engine partnership has been a PR nightmare. It is down on power, plagued by reliability, and frankly, it looks like a disaster. But if you think Honda is the only one holding the leash, think again. The AMR26 isn't just suffering from a bad heart, it is a fundamentally flawed package. We are talking about a car that is 3.5 seconds off the pace in qualifying, a massive, embarrassing gap that a simple engine swap won't fix. Mike Crack has been brutally honest, admitting the car is overweight and struggles in high-speed corners. Even the legendary Adrian Newey's preseason optimism seems to be fading. He initially thought this chassis was top 10 material, but with the team languishing miles behind even the Alpine Mercedes package, the math simply doesn't add up for Honda being the sole culprit. What is truly fascinating, and perhaps a bit concerning, is how these two entities are clashing. Honda's vibrations that once seemed like an engine defect might actually be coming from how Aston Martin has integrated that power unit into the chassis. It is a classic case of too many cooks in the kitchen during a high-stakes engineering transition, including the team's first in-house gearbox since 2008. Fernando Alonso is playing the long game, hinting that we shouldn't expect any miracles before the summer break. He is looking at the McLaren 2023 trajectory as a blueprint, hoping for a mid-season turnaround. But hope isn't a strategy. Aston Martin is facing a mountain, and right now, they are still at base camp. Do you think they can actually unlock this hidden potential by summer, or is the AMR26 already a lost cause for 2026? Drop a comment below, and let's get into the weeds of this technical disaster. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up with every twist in the F1 paddock. Ever felt like there is a ghost haunting the rigid, high-tech world of Formula One? When a car hits the park firm, that sacred, cordoned-off zone where no one is allowed to touch the machine, you would think the drama would stop. But as we have seen time and again, that is exactly when the whispers start. We are talking about the mystery of the ghost in the machine, those unexplained performance shifts that leave engineers scratching their heads and fans screaming conspiracy. Think about it, the rules are ironclad, the seals are set, and the FIA is watching every bolt. Yet sometimes, a car rolls out of that lockdown feeling like an entirely different beast. Is it a secret software update slipping through the digital back door? Or is it just the dark art of thermal manipulation playing tricks on our eyes? It is fascinating because it pits raw engineering against the sheer paranoia of competition. When the FIA starts poking around, they are not just looking for illegal parts, they are hunting for shadows. It makes you wonder if these cars have developed a personality, or at least a set of hidden, unpredictable variables that even the teams cannot fully control. This is the hidden side of the paddock, where the boundary between ingenious mechanical strategy and breaking the rules becomes painfully thin. If you find this high-stakes game of cat and mouse as gripping as I do, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a breakdown of the sport's biggest mysteries. At the end of the day, perhaps Formula One isn't just a battle of drivers and budgets. Maybe it is a battle against the ghosts we create when we try to engineer perfection. Ever wonder what happens behind the scenes when the cameras are off and the Grand Prix circus packs up? This week, the Nürburgring became a high-speed laboratory as Mercedes, McLaren, and Alpine hit the track to test the future of Formula One. This wasn't about racing for points. It was a deep dive into Pirelli's 2026 tire development. George Russell, Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri, and Kimi Antonelli spent their break pushing rubber to the limit, logging hundreds of laps to help shape the grip of the future. While Russell led the charge on Tuesday with a massive 127 laps, Piastri faced a technical hiccup that limited his running, proving that even in testing, F1 never stops being unpredictable. It is fascinating to hear drivers like Norris reflect on the experience, getting back to a classic track like the Nürburgring, a place that hasn't seen an F1 race since 2020, reminds us just how much these modern, complex machines crave challenging, old-school asphalt. But the development machine doesn't stop there. Lewis Hamilton has been busy at Fiorano, grinding out nearly 300 laps on wet-weather tires, while Alpine took to Silverstone for a filming day with Franco Colapinto. It is a relentless cycle of data, simulation, and rubber, all shared across the grid to ensure that when 2026 rolls around, the racing is as sharp as ever. It is these quiet, unsung hours of testing that truly build the foundation for Sunday's glory. What do you think about these prototype tire tests? Does the constant development improve the racing, or do you miss the days of raw, unregulated rubber? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, hit that subscribe button for your daily dose of F1 insights, and we will see you at the next race. After all, in Formula One, the race is never really over.